Converting lengths using US measurements. We're trying to go from inches to feet, yards to feet, feet to miles, feet to yards. In order to do these, you need to know how many inches are in a foot, how many feet are in a yard, how many feet are in a mile. Those are things that you can look up on the internet or on a sheet of paper that you will be given for the test, or in your book. If you were born and raised in the US, you should know these. If you were born and raised elsewhere, these might be completely foreign to you. So looking at inches and feet, there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So we're going to set this up using conversion factors. I'm going to start with what I know. I have the 84 inches. I'm going to put it over 1 so I have a fraction so that I can use the fraction conversion factor. I have inches on the top. I want to get rid of inches. Remember, with fractions, you can cancel things out if there's 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. So here I'm putting inches on the bottom. I want to go to feet. I know how to do that directly. So I'm going to put feet on the top. 12 inches is 1 foot. Just like with any fractions that are being multiplied, top times top, bottom times bottom, cancel out where you know you can cancel out, and keep your units as needed. Check to see if you can reduce there. I can. Grab my calculator. 84 divide by 12. Let's see if it comes out to a whole number. It's telling me 7. So fortunately, this is a whole number. And there's my answer. Yards to feet. Again, you are expected to know how many feet are in 1 yard. So I know that 3 feet is 1 yard. And I'm going to put that to use. Starting out the same way I did over here. Put the 18 yards over 1. Open a conversion factor. I want to get rid of yards. I want to go to feet. Yards are on the top, yards are on the bottom. Yards will cancel out. Put my units in first. 3 feet is 1 yard. Don't need this anymore. Yards have canceled. 1 times 1 is giving me 1. 18 times 3, I need a calculator for. 18 times 3 equals 54. Yards was canceled. I have feet left over here, so I include feet in my answer. So my answer is 54 feet. Next problem. Feet to miles. This is something that most of you will have to look up, even if you were born and raised here in the U.S. 50 to 80 feet is 1 mile. So I'm going to start out by making my fraction. 36960 feet on the top. Put it over 1 so I have a fraction. Open my conversion factor. I want to get rid of feet, since it's on the top. To get rid of it, I put it on the bottom. I want to go to miles. I have the conversion factor that will take me there. So I put miles on the top. Fill in my numbers, 50 to 80. It's 1 mile. Multiply the top, multiply the bottom, reduce, and I have 36960 divided by 5280. And this will be miles. Grab my calculator. $36960 divide by 5280 equals. And my calculator is telling me 7. Include my units in the answer, and I'm done. Last problem over here. 25 feet is how many yards? We figured out up here 3 feet is 1 yard, so I'm going to use that again. 25 feet. Put it over 1 so I have a fraction. Open my conversion factor. I have feet on the top. I want to get rid of it, so I'm putting it on the bottom. I want to go to yards, so I put yards on the top. I know that 3 feet equals 1 yard, so I put the 3 by the feet. I put 1 by yards. Multiply the top. 25 times 1 is 25. 1 times 3 is 3. Feet on top, feet on the bottom, they cancel each other out. I'm left with yards. Now I have to reduce this fraction. So I grab my calculator, I type 25, divide by 3 equals 8.3 with a repeating 3. And my units were yards. The 3 is repeating, so I'm putting the bar over it to tell you that it keeps going on and on and on. If you are allowed to answer it as a decimal number, you can have it as 8.3 or 8.33 yards. If you have to answer this as a mixed number, you want to turn that 0.3 into a fraction. So this would become 8 1/3 yards. And now we're finished.